So this is my final warm-up set. We have 275 with double mini bands just for 3 reps. Nothing crazy. The bands were a little off kilter, so I spent my warm-up sets really adjusting them a little bit to make sure everything was all right. And then when I hopped under 330 here for a set of 9, everything seemed all right. I was pretty happy with it. Didn't seem too terribly heavy. I estimate that the bands add about 115 to 130 at the top and 60 to 80 pounds at the bottom. I'm not sure. I can only assume that. But we got a good set of 9, and I did 305 last week for 9, so I'm very, very happy with this jump, especially considering I was kind of loopy today. I don't know what was going on, but I just felt a little bit off. But then I dropped down to 80% of 330 for 2 sets of 10, and so 80% is roughly 265. So here we have 2 sets of 10 at 265, and I'm not quite locking out at the top. I'm keeping tension on my legs. While the heavy set is made to just power through, get as much power and as much strength as I can into there, the 2 back down sets, yes, they're for volume. They're a little bit more for technique as well, but I also want to focus a lot more on my quads. I am very, very glute and hamstring dominant, especially when it comes to squats. And so I'm using this time, you can't really see it from the side, from the back or the front, but I'm pushing my knees out a fair amount to the side to make sure my knees don't go too far forward. But I'm also trying to flex my quads a fair amount, both on the way down and on the way up. Start finishing out this second set of 265 for 10 here. I followed up with 2 supersets of front squats and leg presses, 10 reps on front squats, 15 reps on leg press. You'll see it's 240 for 10 on the front squats for both sets, and I did roughly 6 plates per side. You'll see that there's 2 100-pound plates, a 45-pound plate, and 25-pound plate. It's about 6 plates per side, plus 2 average bands on the leg press for 15 reps. And in the third set, I thought about not even doing a third set because I was pretty tired, but I decided to drop the front squats since I feel them more in my hamstrings and glutes, and they're all right comparatively. I decided to put all the effort into the leg press. You'll see that in a little while after this full first superset. In the second superset, I broke up. But I did a double drop set on my of just leg press on my last set. I did 15 reps with the weight that we have here, as I did the 2 sets prior, 15 reps. And then I dropped down the 45 to 25 on each side and did 15 more reps. And then I took the bands off, so I had 2 100-pound plates on each side and did 20 reps. And I got a good amount of blood in there. After that, I went on to hip adduction and standing calf raise, I did 3 sets of 15, on the standing calf raise. And then I did 2 heavy rest pause sets for the hip adduction, pushing our legs together. I think hip adduction is one of the most underrated leg exercises that people don't do. It's not a huge mass builder, but over time it's definitely can contribute to a great inner thigh look. And this is the second part of that second superset, with the leg press for 15 reps. One of the reasons I record is because I'm notoriously bad at counting reps, especially for myself. And so I want to make sure I get the right reps. I know on the first set, I think I only did 13. So I looked at the video, I was like, oh shit. But it's all good. And we're moving to that double drop set. What I don't show here is before all my heavy leg workouts, it's just because I have a dynamic leg workout and a heavy leg workout. My dynamic one starts with a jump of some kind. My heavy leg workout is more voluminous, but it also starts with 3 trisets of leg extensions, or leg curls, leg extension, and hip adduction. So I'm hitting all 3 of those movements to get a lot of blood into the air and loosen up. I'm stretching a little bit in between sets there, making sure everything's feeling right. But I train alone, so 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to have somebody to help me with drop sets. That's why it can be a pain in the ass with leg press, and especially with squats. I don't ever do the drop sets on squats. Not because it's not safe, and it can be pretty dangerous, but because by the time I have to get back under the bar, I'm already huffing and puffing. I already have some of that EPOC kind of hitting me. It's not true EPOC, but it's just an oxygen debt from that set really kicks in. And you can't really recover from that in a short period of time. And the training effect kind of diminishes because it ends up being 30 to 45 seconds between that. As you can see in that last one, I just threw the bands off, stretching my legs a little bit there just to get a little bit of blood out. Whether that's good or not, whatever. I did 20 reps here. I was going to do 10, then I thought about, let's do 15. I went ahead and went for, I wouldn't say broke, but I went for 20 reps at the end. But this is a really good leg workout. I'm really enjoying it. I got a great pump, which I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. This cycle is the first time I've really started doing pump work or more volume or high rep stuff, especially with my legs. I'm loving it. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you next time.